Familia tafadhali wateremke hapa waje wazungumze.
Wewe uko na kamera wewe hapo.
Professor Karanja, could you please come down? Professor Karanja.
Bwana Yesu asifiwe. Nashukuru kwa kupata nafasi hii ya kuweza kuwakaribisha na kufurahia kwa sababu ya kushiriki pamoja nami mambo yote ambaye mmenishikilia tangu mwanzo. His Excellency the Deputy President, I want to thank you so much. Umesimama na familia yangu tangu mama aliniwacha. Na mpaka saa hii bado uko pamoja nami. Nashukuru.
I want to speak on behalf of the father of Arthur Ngunjiri. But before I do so, as a father, I want to tell you there is nothing more difficult than burying your own children. And this morning, we thank God that He has given us the strength to stand in front of you and even say something. Huyu mjamaa mnaona hapa ni rafiki yangu kwa miaka mingi. Tulienda primary pamoja hivi, lakini yeye ni mtu wa haraka haraka na mambo yake ni haraka haraka. Akaoa mbele yangu. Kwa harakati yangu ya kumfuata 1988 yeye akapata Arthur Ngunjiri, mimi nikapata Dani Karanja, tuko naye hapa. Na tumelea hawa watoto kwa njia ya kipamoja. And I can tell you, Ngunjiri was a kind of a child you talk to and get into his brain very quickly. And if he doesn't like what you're saying, he will not wait until tomorrow. Anakuambia saa hiyo hiyo, hapana, uncle, wacha hiyo. Hii mambo ya racing nitafanya, but I'm very careful. You don't be worried about it, you know. So he was a very keen, very enthusiastic, very compassionate, and a listening man. When he finally got his love, Cindy, and I can remember congratulating him and saying, it's well, it's well. And I told him, look, Ngunjiri, it's time to move to your own place. Hey, uncle, your mambo, what for now? Let me stay with mom, and with dad, I have to look after them too. That's the kind of a young man we are celebrating the life of today. But let me read something that Mheshimiwa has written for his son, Arthur Ngunjiri. There is no day that passes without memories of you, my dear son. In all that I dream, in all that I do, I wake up each morning with a heavy heart. The sadness aching now that we are apart is a tide too much to bear. Ngunjiri, you are my confidant, my best friend, our closest child. Being our last born, we always had a special bond between us. Your enthusiasm for politics was admirable, and I often saw you, that you were the perfect candidate to fit my shoes. Even when you were unwell, you would still call me to ask how the political temperatures were. Ngunjiri, you will be turning to, who will I be turning to when I need advice? I will really miss our talks and your wise counsel. When you thought I wasn't taking the right political stand, you always told me the truth and gave me the best advice ever. The late night conversations that we had about cars, motorsports were in-depth and very enjoyable. The hearty laughter we had in our talks will be among my most memorable moments with you, my son. Kinajui, you always greeted me by shaking my hand, always opened the car door for me, and opened the house door too. When I was unwell, Kinajui would work closely and fully support his mother to make sure I was well taken care of. He was a very responsible steward. He always protected my property and all that I owned. He would always ensure we followed up and got to know where they were and made sure all was secure. I had not to worry about anything because my son, AK, had my back. I remember the last barbecue that you made for me before you were taken ill. Your marination was just the best. I will really miss our moments around the grave. I loved how you were always close to your mother, from running her errands to making sure her health was in perfect condition. You were always there for her when I was engaged in public service and made sure that she was comfortable. You also took good care of your siblings and all your family members. I am grateful to God for the 33 years that I spent with you, my son. They were wonderful years. Komadai, mwana wako.
My name is Winnie. I'm going to read the tribute on behalf of mother-in-law, that's Cindy's mom. She asked me that I'll just have to stand, at least you can see her. Here goes a tribute. Son, I'm really struggling to come into terms with your demise. It's hard to believe that I'll not see your beautiful smile and hear your hearty laugh again. We never lacked something to talk about, and time was never enough when we met. You have not gone alone. A part of me is with you, son. A million times I have thought of you and cried. You have left us too early before your time, it seems. However hard, I take comfort in all the memories we had and the happiness you brought in our lives. You selflessly took care of me when I was unwell, encouraged me to fight on, and I'll forever be grateful. Thank you for loving my daughter with all your heart and giving me beautiful grandchildren. Rest with the angels, son, till we meet again. To my dear husband, babe, my Ngunjiri, my best friend, you are an interesting man, a caring husband, and a wonderful, devoted father to our children. You are a true friend to many, a happy soul, strong, and actually very stubborn. You had the special ability to bring people together and make them feel comfortable, and a way of making complex things seem so easy to achieve. AK, it has been 10 beautiful years together since we met. I remember our first encounter. You stalking me in the estate in a white pro box, and I was spooked to even hold a conversation with you. I later traveled back home to Kitui, where I stayed for 2 more months. To my surprise, the aggressive you somehow found a way to get my number, since I declined to give it to you in the first creepy encounter. Little did I know that was the start of our beautiful journey together. We talked and laughed endlessly for months and fell deeply in love. I came back to Nairobi to start my undergraduate studies, and that is when we officially met. AK, I will remember you as a smart, hardworking, and ambitious man. Your work ethic was impeccable. You were so committed to your cause regardless of the many obstacles that you faced. At times, I thought you were extra ambitious, but looking back, there's no rehearsal. We only have one life and one chance to do life. Your love for speed and cars amazed me through the years. And so did Mudhoni, our little girl. She's grown up to emulate you through her love for go-karting. For you, my love, I will nurture and support her in the same way that you did. Your life has taught me unconditional love and patience. I am so grateful to share your achievements, your dreams, your love and friendship. When you fell ill, your hospital room became my favorite spot to hang out because we would spend all the days and some nights together, talking, laughing, and praying. I am humbled that I was there for you during your last days in this world. You will always be in my heart, baby, and the love I have for you will never die. Our beautiful children and I will always adore, remember, and pray for you. I promise to raise them just the way that we had planned. I will make you so proud, babe. I feel you looking down at us with that big smile of yours saying, forge ahead, make the best of life, and I will see you soon. We have work to do up here too, you know. Shine on your way, my Kafati. May the good Lord grant you eternal peace till we meet again.
God is good, and all the time. Um, my name is Kimani. I'm the big sister to AK. I've never experienced anything like this. My brother AK, I was supposed to come back to Mombasa to see you, but I guess the angels snatched you before I got there. Day by day, I think of you. How can all this be true? I can't believe you're really gone. I still can't accept it, even after so long. Just the thought of you makes me cry. It has been so from the day sad news of your demise was delivered to me. I never even got the chance to say goodbye. I don't know if it will get better. I was busy preparing for your harambe so that we may get you out of the hospital. We were all optimistic and looked forward to that day that we would have you in our homes. All I saw was you rocking up at my house again. Go to the fridge and grab what you could find with utmost respect as you always did. Sad that this will not happen. AK, you embodied everything that was good and right in this world. We did have our disagreements, but mended them naturally, even without noticing, and we would laugh so hard about it. AK, you are amazing in many ways, the best brother I could have ever hoped for, asked for, and I never had to ask. I never imagined you would be so far away. You are my brother and I loved you like no other. In my heart, you will always be. I came to you for a lot of things. For one reason or another, I could not keep anything away from you. You made me laugh so hard, and I will miss that so much, too much. When I was little and got hurt, I wanted you to comfort me. You are always in my corner, and thank you for standing with me. You will always be my guide, helping me see. I will never forget your soothing voice. I would take your place if I had a choice, but now I have to let you rest. I will miss your barbecue, and I know you will miss my food. I will miss how we used to analyze politics. The passion in which you gave your opinions still lingers in my mind, kid brother. AK, you know the plans we had, but God knew better and was way ahead of us. My little brother never met someone he didn't like. And if he didn't like a person, it really spoke volumes about the person's character or lack thereof. AK, my brother, now all I do is fight back the tears. Now I stand here today wondering what to do, what's next for me, because there's no one to replace you. I never told you all the things I felt, like how much I really did love you, but you could see all the love even in your hospital bed. When you think of me, while you are up in heaven, think of how much you meant to me, my dear brother. I wish I got to say I love you before you are given to the sky. if God could grant me one last wish, I would ask to say goodbye. You always meant a lot to me. I could never love you less. And to Mom and Dad, I love you so much. God gave you to us, and God gave Kinyanjui to us too. Just as we have been left, may we cherish each other and love one another. God hear us. I now know it is true when they say He only takes the best. I love you, AK. Rest well.
My name is Paul Ngunjiri Kimani, and
there are no words of a tribute that can come close describing the pain I feel after losing my only brother, AK. Nevertheless, I have compiled a few words that from the bottom of my heart I feel will do justice to the tribute of a little brother from a big brother. After losing my kid brother and my only brother, AK, I was reminded of a poem that has helped me find comfort. God looked around his garden and found an empty space. He looked down upon the earth and saw your face. He put his arms around you, lifted you to rest. With the help of the angels, they flew you to your heavenly place. God's garden must be beautiful. He always takes the best. He closed your weary eyelids and whispered, "Peace be thine." It broke our hearts to lose you, AK, but you didn't go alone, for a part of us went with you the day God called you home. My dear Kinyanjui, my heart feels empty, but I find comfort knowing you are no longer suffering and have found peace in heaven. You are more than just a brother. You are my best friend, my boy, my partner in crime, my backup, full of wisdom, and you are always there for me. We had such huge plans for the future, and I promise to see those plans to completion by God's grace. You need not worry about Cindy, Modoni, and your unborn child. They are my family, and I will treat them as such. Their future will not be in jeopardy, and I promise, and this I promise you, my brother, and to my entire family too. I promise you, AK, I will be there for them. Our family chain is broken, and nothing seems to be the same. But my dear brother, you will not be forgotten. You lit up every room you entered, and indeed, in each and every one of us, enjoyed your radiating personality. Our happy times I will never regret. Our wonderful memories I shall eternally cherish and will live forever in our hearts until we meet again. Rest well, my kid brother.
My name is Kimani, and AK was my younger brother. Yeah, AK, I don't know where to start. I still can't believe you left him. AK, you were my little brother, my friend, and my confidant. I remember how you and I would always have friendly banters about so much. Whenever we were driving somewhere with you and Mom, you and I would banter so much until Mom would say, "I will not be driving with you two anymore." Okay, you were terrible with your phone, and that was always an issue between you and I. I always used to joke with you and say, "AK, you can't call your sister, and you don't miss your sister." And you always say, "For me, I love you so much." You and I were very similar and yet very different at the same time. You always used to say, "Biggs, you and I have the same heart. You enjoy the same music, and whenever you would borrow my car, I would joke with you and say, 'Don't even think about stealing one of my CDs.' And the next time I will be riding with you in your car, you will put on a CD and tell me, 'Hey, listen to this. See, I got my own.' AK, you love cars and you drove some of the biggest and loudest cars around. All my cars, you're the one who imported them for me. And whenever you needed to borrow my car for one reason or another, we would joke and you would say, you know I can't be seen in this small car. And I would respond and say, you're even too big for my small car. AK, it breaks my heart that my daughter will never get to know her uncle. Next week, Tuesday, will have been your 33rd birthday, and it's so hard to believe that you will not be here to celebrate with us, AK. AK, you are big on birthdays, and every year you will ask me, Pigs, what's the plan for your birthday? And sometimes I will say nothing, it's no big deal. And then you will say, no, mommy, we must do something for your birthday. Even if you don't want to do something, I will do something for you. Even if it's just a small barbecue. AK, my heart is shattered at your loss. I don't know how I will get by without you, my dear little brother. AK, like you used to tell me, I love you so much, my brother. AK, you are a kind soul and ever smiling. I will always hold on to your smile. To Mom and Dad, thank you so much for always bringing us together, holding our hand, and working with us in all we do. May God continue to bless you always, and I love you both so much. To my siblings, we are in this together, and I love you all. To AK's wife and daughter, and soon to come, little baby, Ngunjiri, I will stand with you, and I love you guys to bits. Rest in eternal peace till we meet again, my brother.
My name is Matthew Kuria. I'm AK's cousin, and if you all know partner in crime, my heart still aches with sadness, and many tears still flow. What it meant to lose you, no one will ever know. Such a choking pain that I can't put in words. But all the memories that we shared from when we were small boys have and will always fill my heart with happiness and joy. AK, you are 7 months older than me, my twin brother that I never had. I'm comforted by the fact that you have made it home, a wonderful place that I too shall join. Your death has made me realize that there is life after death. Until we meet again, keep watching over us, AK-47. I miss you and I will love you always. Thank you.
My name is Harriet Mbobi. Ngunjiri was my cousin, but he was more like my brother. I came to live with Mom and Dad when I was really young, maybe 3 or 4. So they're the only family that I've ever known. I can't remember when I came to live with Mom and Dad. I was too young. But I remember the day we started nursery school. And Ngunjiri, who was 9 months younger than me, would not agree to be left behind. So he started school a year early with me. He was smaller than all the other children and easy prey for bullies. But that did not stop him. Granted, he knew how to stand against anyone that laid a hand on. He knew that I was there to protect him. That's the type of person AK was. He never met adversity that he could not overcome. And he did it all with a smile, a beautiful smile. That smile lit up every room he walked into and was always a reassurance to everyone and that everything would be fine. Ngunjiri had a heart of gold to match that smile. He loved so fiercely. AK, I've never known life without you, and honestly, I don't want to.
struggle to imagine life without you. You are my baby brother, my constant. I don't know how to move on, but I thank God for the time that we had. I know that you will always be with us. I know you're doing goofy dances with the angels, shocking with your wild sense of passion, and smiling. You're always smiling. I love you, okay? Rest with the angels, baby brother.
Hi everyone, my name is Zara and I am Ngunjiri's first niece. My dearest uncle, you never said I'm leaving, you never said goodbye. You are gone before we knew it, and only God knows why. A million times I needed you, a million times I cried. If love alone could have saved you, you never could have died. In life I love you dearly, in death I love you still. In my heart you hold a place that only you can feel. It broke my heart to lose you, but you didn't go alone. As part of me went with you, the day God took you home.
Nashukuru kwa familia yangu kwa kuweza kusimama pamoja na kuwa sisi yote tumeshirikiana, and I promise them that there is no two ways going to heaven. You must die so that you go in heaven. If there were two roads to go in heaven, my children, you'll be suffering before going there, thinking which road Kinyanjui alipita barabara gani. But I want to promise you, ile njia Kinyanjui alipita, that is the road for all of us. And even you, be there and you know Kinyanjui alikuwa alipokea Mungu, you knew the word of God, and because the way is that, made me stand firm. Kwa kujua, if I loved my son and he has died, even me I will die one day. And because alikuwa ameamini Mungu, tukae kwa Mungu watoto wangu, na Mungu atatusaidia. Mungu ana sababu, mimi na mama wenu tulipoa hiyo na Mungu, na Mungu ameweza kuchukua. The last day ya Kinyanjui, they stayed with my wife. Walikuwa nasoma Biblia every day, anamhubiria, anamwambia mambo yote ya binguni. And me when I went there all the time, namwambia, because I know him how he is. Ni mtu ya mambo mingi, anafikiria hii, and especially he was preparing to come back kwa rally, kwa sababu he was doing so well. 2011, I think he was number 2 from Ian Duncan with the 2-point race. He was number 2, but he told me, let's buy a workshop. I can be repairing my cars so that I can do better. So we had bought the property for him. He had finished. He has put the machines there with his colleagues, and now he had started preparing his car. He had booked another one to buy, and I want to tell you, my family, we are going to support one of you. Ule atakuwa na talent hiyo ya Kinyanjui. As the father, nitasimama na nyinyi, na msiogope, mjue Mwenyezi Mungu wako. And we shall meet Kinyanjui one day. I believe on that. And that's why sometimes I'm very strong, because I know kama nilimpenda sana, Mungu pia alimpenda sana. And there is only one way of going to heaven. Kwa hivyo hata nyinyi tujiandae. Most of the time tunapanga mambo mingi ya kuzaa, ya kutajirika, ya kuenda mbio, ya kufanya nini, mambo yote, kununua mashamba, lakini mwisho ya race hatupangagi the way to go in heaven. Start preparing yourself. At the end of the day, politician, businessman, everybody, that one day you go in heaven. Why don't we prepare ourselves? Dakika ya mwisho tujue tutaenda mbinguni. Mungu awabariki sana. Deputy President, nakushukuru sana. Umesimama nami wakati ya mama yangu aliondoka, na sasa tena wewe ni rafiki ya Kinyanjui. You are a good friend with Kinyanjui. You went up to Mombasa kwenda kuona Kinyanjui kwa hospitali. That means wewe ulikuwa unamuombea, ulikuwa unamkumbuka wakati ulienda mpaka kumuona, and everything was well. But the pain part of it is that Kinyanjui was well. He has told me now, weenda, kuna mambo siwezi kusema, aliambia weenda fanya mambo hii na hii na hii. Alafu hiyo mambo mengine tutakutana baadaye, don't be here. And when I went, maybe he was chasing me so that he can have time for God to take him. And ninasema, ninashukuru sana kwa ile miaka michache nimepewa kukaa na wewe Kinyanjui, and I promise you all what you wanted. There are 2 promises you did to your mother. Ukamwambia hivi, kuna kijana alikaa na wewe kwa hospitali anaitwa Bobo. Sijui kama hiyo kijana ako hapa, na ukaambia mama yako, ile shamba nilipewa na baba yangu, hii kijana tumekaa naye hospitali mpaka sasa, nitaenda kukatia yeye pahali kidogo ya kujenga. I want to tell you in heaven, I'm going to do that. That's what you said, and I'm going to do that. The second person, ukasema kuna kijana alisaidia si kupata hiyo plot ya Nairobi. He knew how to appreciate. Akasema huyo kijana pahali, akaambia mama yake pahali dadi atanipea kwa kuweka garage na spares. Huyo kijana nitampea pahali kidogo, hata kama ni ya kuuza kadi, tuwe tukimkumbuka kwa sababu alifanya sisi tupate hiyo pahali. Anaitwa Ngunjiri. So we shall do all what you said, and many things. We are going to put them together. Thank you so much. We shall miss barbecue, but God, you give us somebody else to do that. May God bless you, and may God be with you in heaven. Na ni mimi nimekufungua na familia yangu. Tumekufungua uende, hatutakufunga kwenda mbinguni. Go in peace and be with us where you are. May God bless you.
Very wonderful speeches there, and great tributes from the family of Honorable Kimani Ngunjiri, their children, and like he said, they